Hey guys, this is for week 14, Thomas Gainsborough, Great Artist. I have a few things for you to show your kids. I have not a timeline card, but a Great Artist card about Thomas Gainsborough with his most famous painting, The Blue Boy. And of course it has information about him on the back, which I will take a picture of it and post it for you. And we have this book called Thomas Gainsborough. I'm going to cut up the cards or punch them out. It's a 24 postcards, so I can split them 12 and 12 so you can see. The other most famous painting is this one. He loved doing landscapes, but there was no money in landscapes in the 1700s, so he started painting portraits, and he was very good at it. So remember to take 5 minutes to talk about Thomas Gainsborough before you start. But this project is about the kids doing a little landscape in the background, but they only have like 10 minutes to do it. So don't let them have too much time on their portrait. It should be something quick. In fact, you could get them something to model if that makes it a little easier. Just put some trees and flowers and clouds, a waterfall, rocks, something. I'm about to do it myself, so I'll show you what I do. Then while it's drying, they're to make little people and cut them out and glue them on. And the people shouldn't really be painted. There's not enough time for that in a 30-minute time slot with 5 minutes about the artist, 10 minutes painting your landscape, and you're gonna glue the people on. We could even have parents running hair dryers. That might be helpful to help dry these a little faster. Encourage the kids not to use too much paint also, so it'll dry faster. We might water down the tempera. I'm going to work with that now, and I'll get right back to you. So far it's going well. I've used just minimal amount of tempera paint. I put the main primary colors with a little bit of white so you can mix. I have all kinds of these plates for the kiddos to use. Let each of them get their own. And I'm going to add a few more things to my landscape, but really this should take between 5 and 10 minutes so it has time to dry. I also wanted to do quick, I know a lot of you are way more proficient at art than me, but I know other people have expressed concern. So you put the 3 primary colors, then as you mix, the darker color usually you just take a tiny bit from. And to make this brown, I took green over here, a little extra yellow, and a tiny bit of the red. And of course the light blue for the sky, I just dipped the white, and then I put a tiny bit extra white to make the wispy clouds at the top. But it's pretty simple. Just draw lines like this.
Mine's right here.
And then
I'm so happy I have it.
It's just like drawing where you use the oils. Not painting oils, but lines. And remember, it's just fast. And this is the same color as I'm going to see if I can make this green just a tiny bit darker, because it's the same color as my grass. I don't know how it's going to turn out when it dries. So I'm adding the brown to the green. There. Helps it stand out a little bit more. But it is drying fairly fast, so you should be fine. And really, that's good enough. We don't need a ton of stuff. The book suggests that you can do any of these things, trees, paths, clouds, But then also there's variations if you want to do for the older kids of outer space or Santa's workshop, under the sea. So please feel free to do whatever it is that you want to do. While my landscape is drying, I drew these little guys to go on the landscape. And the book says that they are supposed to be full bodies, either sitting or standing, holding still in their pose. So they're not supposed to be action shots like running or fishing or dancing in order to mimic Gainsborough's art. If you'd like to, for the little ones, cut out magazine clippings, that would be great. The hard part is getting them small enough to fit on our small mixed media paper. And this is my finished product. Just someone taking a stroll through the meadow. So it's just mimicking a little bit of what Gainsborough would do. And I didn't use so much paint to where it wouldn't dry fast enough, but it did. And of course, some places it looks like are still drying, so we can write names on them on the back with pencil. And week 14, definitely write which week was which. You could even write Gainsborough on the back, so when parents are doing their portfolios at the end of the year, they remember. And anyway, thank you so much.